What's going on, guys? Hold'em Hook TV, Mike D. Hey guys, I know some of y'all probably been wondering where I've been, but I've been around working, messing with my aquariums, getting back into the hobby. Always loved this hobby. I have a fishing video coming out pretty soon. Me and the lip ripper went out. I think that was yesterday or the day before yesterday. We went out and did a little live scope, man. It was so hilarious, man. It was so fun to watch him, an old school guy like that, messing around with the new technology. It was just amazing to watch that, man. He had a blast. He kept saying that he didn't want to use the live scope, but as he saw me catching the fish, he kept kind of inching closer and closer. And he finally came over and got on it. And man, I couldn't get him off it. But we'll talk about that on the video that I'm gonna post with me and him doing some crappie fishing, man. But this cichlid right here is called the Cuban Cichlid. They originate from Mexico, and a couple of regions in Mexico that they're located at. I'll get into that in a later video with the scientific names for these fish, and all my fish I have the scientific name for you guys. I know them, but it's just so much to cover, and I don't have that much time. But I want to show you guys what I've been doing. These cichlids come from Matt over at Cichlid Dojo. You guys can check his channel out on YouTube. If you guys are interested in or South American cichlids, kind of fumbling my words today, check Matt's channel out, the Cichlid Dojo. Okay, the guy has beautiful fish, and this knowledge of fish. Just check them out when you got some time, man. The Cichlid Dojo. That's where I got these Cuban cichlids from. Look at that big male. He's beautiful. When I got these fish, they were about an inch maybe. Now some of them are well over 3 inches, man. And and I think I have one here that's about 3 inches. And look at the blues on that, man. They often get confused with a Texas cichlid, but guys, it's a totally different species. This is a Cuban cichlid. In my opinion, all the fish are beautiful, but the Cuban cichlid is a fish in its own lane. You know, they're beautiful. A lot of people use these fish to cross and make red Texas cichlids and stuff like that. And they usually take the blue Texas cichlid to make those red Texas cichlids and stuff like that. But me, I'm not against hybrids, but I really love the natural fish. But to each his own. But I love the Central American cichlids. Again, guys, this is the Cuban cichlids. Eventually, my goal, guys, is to start to breed and be able to share these fish, sell, give, whatever, both to people I know and people that I don't know, because I really want this hobby to stay around. This will help the youth stay out of trouble. I know when I was a kid, having a lot of fish tanks in the house, my mom allowed me to have a lot of tanks. It really kept me out of trouble, having responsibility, having to come home and change tank water. And me and my friends, we just, challenge with our fish, what fish is the prettiest, and just a bunch of different stuff like that, man. It's a great hobby to be into, and I truly want to breed and be able to distribute these fish to keep the hobby going. Once again, guys, these are Cuban cichlids. They're beautiful. Look at the blues. They're just like, they glow, man. They're like a 90-gallon tank. I have 11 of them. I had 12. One died on me when I first got them, but that happens. That's why you're supposed to get like a abundance of fish, because sometimes you lose some. I'm gonna slide over here, guys, to my 150. Here I have a Selvina cichlid where she just went in that little house right there. She might come back out. Have a red devil, line 9 cichlid, jewel fish. That's Willie, one-eyed Willie. My daughter London named that fish. I was gonna actually rehome that fish, but it has one eye, and I just felt like it was gonna be hard to get it a home. So I left it there. I left it with me. Hey guys, this Trimac is my prize fish. This is one of my prize fish, for sure. His name is Munch, and the reason why I call him Munch is because he always wants to eat. That's the Selvina cichlid right here, guys. Just look at her. You see that black spot on her dorsal fin at the top right there? That's the females have that spot on them. And as you can see, that dark spot right on top of her dorsal fin lets you know that that's a female. Line 9 cichlid, like I said. I got a convict cichlid. This is my female trimec. You see that black dot on top of her dorsal fin? Another signature tail for a female. So my goal is to have this big male munch and that female pair up eventually. She probably has to get this a little bit bigger for him to start to show interest in her as far as the breeding part. And hopefully I'll start to get some fish, get some babies out of these fish. I got these trimecs from my cousin Eric. He's one of the, he's an importer. In my opinion, he's one of the #1 importers in the country. He know a lot of people. He's connected in this game. He's been around forever. And he's well respected. His name is Eric Williams. And that's my family. I love him. And he's the one that got me into this hobby a long time ago. And I really appreciate him for, look at that trimec, guys. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. That fish was about 2 inches when I first got him. I've been having him for about 3 months. And he's just blossomed to be a tank. You know, munch is for sure one of my favorite fish. So I don't have much in this tank. Like I said, I don't like to overstock my tanks. But some of these fish are gonna be moving out into other tanks, and I'm gonna be putting some other stuff in here to grow out. I'm gonna give you one more shot of that trimec and I'm gonna move on. But my goal, guys, is to have him and have her pair up, right? To have me some little trimec babies. Okay, I'm gonna move down here to this tank at the bottom under the 150. This is a black belt cichlid, and as you guys can see, I also have some little trimecs down here. I have another one down there growing out. So hopefully I'll get them out of this tank and get them moving to another tank so they can start to grow out a little bit more. But that's my black belt cichlid. He's hiding down there. He's beautiful too. I'm gonna eventually get him out of here and have him up in a higher tank, because he needs to be really showed off, because he's, excuse me guys, he's a specimen. And I've had him since he was about 1.5 inches too. Been having him for about 3 months too. And he's grown up to be a big boy. Beautiful black belt cichlid. All these fish, guys, have scientific names. And I'm gonna be coming out with another video. I'm gonna get a little bit more depth to what I'm trying to do, the fish species, where they're located from, and just a little bit more about the species, man, and get you guys kind of in depth a little bit more about what's my goals going forward. I'm gonna still be fishing. Believe me, I'm gonna fish. That's not gonna stop. But I just figured that I would combine my fishing channel with my aquarium Aquarius channel. You guys let me know in the comment what you think about that. Should I just start another channel for the aquariums and just keep my fishing channel just strictly fishing? Let me know in the comments. You know, I appreciate you guys' comments. I take you guys' feedback very, very seriously, because like I said, you're not just subscribers, you're my family. You're part of the Hold'em Hook TV family. So comment below and let me know what you guys think about me collabing the 2 channels together, or if I should just start a separate channel. You know, I really like the feedback, man. Okay, so let me get on. I'm gonna move to another tank. I'm gonna give you guys one more look at these fish. This is my 150-gallon tank. I'm gonna go back to the 90-gallon one more time to give you guys another good look at the carpet. Look, he doodling, y'all. Sorry about that. A little explicit footage right here. But fish don't have bathrooms, so they just go whenever. But beautiful Carpenter Cichlids. You guys stay with me. I'm gonna move to another tank, and I'll be right back. I like that Selvina too, man. She's beautiful. Look at her. Showing off for the camera. All right, I'll be back in 1 second, guys. We'll move to another tank. All right, YouTube. I'm over here at the Cuban Cichlid tank. These guys, they want to eat. It's crazy. I'll be feeding in a minute. But this is called the Cuban Cichlid. They come from Cuba. I guess the name tells it all, right? But like I said, all these fish have scientific names. And on my next video, I'll go in depth with all the names, a little bit more about each species. Maybe I'll just do a highlight on each species. I'm gonna try that and to see how that works out. But I got these cichlids from over there from Gus Sandoval. He's on Facebook. This guy has some of the best and most beautiful Cuban cichlids they have around. I've seen a lot of Cuban cichlids, man. This guy, by far, has some of the best. My cousin Eric introduced me to this guy, and I'm glad he did, you know. And this guy has some, I'm trying to get this thing to focus for you guys. Sometimes it's kind of hard. I'm gonna back up a little bit. But guys, go check out some pictures of some Cuban Cichlid. I don't have any big ones right now, but these guys are beautiful when they grow up. Look at this little bitty tiny one right here. You guys see her? Look at her. Got the camera to focus finally. But they're beautiful, man, once they start to grow and get big. I have them in a 75-gallon tank. I'm gonna move over here to another tank. Stay with me. Okay, YouTube. I'm over here, skewed the glass on this tank. This is one of my older tanks. I have water stains on this tank, and I couldn't seem to get them off. But I'm gonna try again once I move this tank and drain it down. I'll try to get them off again. But this excuse the glass. It's not dirty, it's just water stains. This is my oldest tank. This is another 90-gallon tank. Guys, this right here is Boss Hog. He is a Parachromis wolf cichlid. Beautiful, beautiful fish. The king of the Parachromis species. They can grow up to 24 inches long, excuse me. So you know eventually I'm gonna have to move him out of this tank and get him a bigger tank just for himself, because they're very, very aggressive. I have a female over here. If you guys can see that yellowish color on her, the females usually have that yellow color on them like that. I'm trying to get these guys to pair off. So I have them kind of divided right now. Eventually, I hope that they will become soulmates, and they can give me some offspring so I can get some fry out of these guys, so I can distribute fry to people. And although Jaguar Cichlids aren't short in the hobby, because you know they're plentiful, but still I want to have my own generation of fish, and I'm going to try to get them from this pair of fish. So I'll see what I can do. If not, I'll just try something else. But this right here is a Parachromis Jaguar wolf cichlid. That's the male. I got him when he was about 2 inches. He's about a good 6 inches now. Beautiful fish. And this is the female over here, and she's kind of camera shy. She has a big gash on her head because they were fighting, so I had to separate them. And I'll move on to another tank, guys. All right, guys, this right here is Big Nasty. She is another Parachromis. She is a Jaguar Cichlid. Beautiful, beautiful fish. I really want to get her a male, but she's so beautiful. I'm scared to get the male because I don't want a fin on her to be messed up. But I do want to get her to spawn for me. I got her when she was about 4 inches. She's about 5.5 inches now. She's growing pretty good, decent rate. This is also a fish that was imported from my cousin Eric. And look how beautiful that fish is, man. That's a beautiful, beautiful Jaguar Cichlid. I mean, just beautiful. And her name is Big Nasty. We thought she was a boy at first, a male. So I named him Big Nasty, but I just kept her name because, I mean, that's just her name, you know, so I just left it the same, even though I found out it was a female. She's in another 75-gallon tank right now, a bow front. So I'll eventually have to move her into a bigger tank. But she's beautiful. These fish this is another Central American cichlid. Beautiful fish. And I'll have more of all these fish coming up, guys. Okay, okay, YouTube. I know I say this was about fish, but I gotta give her a little spotlight. This is Bristol. Look like she was getting a little jealous, so I had to give her a little camera time. You guys can see the top of her head is kind of gray. That's because she's still shedding. She's gonna grow quite a bit more. This is a female red-bearded dragon. This is actually Amanda's dragon. I got this for her birthday for her. And she loves this doggone lizard, boy. You can't tell her nothing about Bristol. I actually named her though, so she's a part of the family too. And I just want to give her a little spotlight. She's a beautiful, beautiful Beautiful, beautiful specimen. She's real friendly, you know. And we play with her, take her out all the time. So that's one thing about animals, man. You have to spend time with them, you know. So she's very subtle, good with the kids, and we love her. All right, Bristol, gotta go. Back to the fish, guys. All right, YouTube, over here in another tank. These are Blackumbi Cichlids. Excuse me. I think there are three different colors or species of these kind of fish. I think it's the green. I know about the green, the blue, and I think this the black one, which is the one that I have right here. Might be mistaken, but I think I'm 40% correct, if that counts for anything. But these fish are beautiful. I got these from Cichlids of America, you guys. I have to tell you where I got the fish from. This is where this is the Blackumbi, guys. Like I said, on my next video, I'll give you guys all the scientific names, give you guys a little insight on where these fish come from, temperament, and my goals on each species, what I want to do with them, if I want to spawn them or just grow them out to be show fish, or you know what I want to do. But they're beautiful fish, man. They're growing quite well. They're about a half an inch. I'll say 0.75 inches, 3/4 of an inch, however you want to say it. When I got them, they're well over an inch and a half now, and they're coming along pretty good. Not growing as fast as I want them to grow, but I'll get with you guys on water changes, how important they are, what a water change does for the fish's health, for the long-term health and growth rate. I have all that coming up on one of my next videos. I just want to give a little short video on what I've been doing, guys. And one of my goals, guys, is to breed and distribute these Central American cichlids to keep the hobby going. It's not just about the money for me. I just want to see my son, my girls, you know, other people, kids, my nephews, just give them something else to do, you know. And I think it's a great hobby. It gives a responsibility to the kids. Even as adults, it gives you responsibilities too. And it's just a great hobby to be in, you know. So this is the Blackumbi, and I got one more tank I want to show you guys, and then I'm gonna wrap the video up. Them suckers, look at they mean. It's some mean little suckers too, man. They could get to about 24 inches too, man. Huge Central American cichlid. Okay, guys, excuse the scratches on this glass. Mind you guys, some of my tanks were used tanks. Some of them are just older tanks. They hold water though. So excuse some of the scratches and stuff. I apologize for that. But this fish right here is this is the Frederick starlight. We called them Freddy fish growing up when I was small. They actually changed the name of this species of fish. I know the name, but it's kind of hard for me to pronounce it. Sometimes I don't want to say it and sound crazy, but give me a few days to practice that name and I'll get it. But I've always known them as a Freddy, or some people call them a yellow jack cichlid. And these fish are beautiful too when they get bigger. They're just small right now. Hopefully I get a male and a female out of this pit, out of these batch. I only have 3. That's all the guy had when I ordered them. It took me a month to find these fish. They're very hard to find. And they're quite beautiful when they get old. This is another Parachromis species. I think the males get to be about 12 inches, females around 9 to 10 inches. And they're beautiful fish. You guys go check out the yellow jacket cichlid, and you guys will see how beautiful these fish look. Hopefully I can get a pair out of these 3. These fish are extremely hard to find, guys. So I'll move back over to my big tank and I'll wrap this video up, man. Thank y'all so much for this, sitting here listening to me talk. All right, YouTube, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. I'm gonna just say a few words before I get out of here. First of all, you can't catch him at the house on the couch. That ain't never gonna change. Hey guys, I want to give you guys a little insight of what I'm trying to do. One of my main goals is to breed and distribute some of these fish to people I know, whether that's giving away or if it's selling or whatever it is. I just want to keep the hobby alive because it did so much for me when I was a kid, and I know how this can change a child's life, giving them something to look forward to every day. Anything to keep our youth out of the streets, man. So fishing and this aquarium hobby did it for me, and I'm pretty sure that it'll help other kids. And that's one of my main goals, is to keep this hobby around, keep it going. It's a great hobby to be into, and there are a lot of beautiful cichlids out here. I'm just breaking the ice. I have a lot of stuff in the works that I'm going to be doing, raising, spawning. This is just like a piece, one ice cube off a big block of ice that I'm going to be chipping off. So guys, stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching. This is what I've been doing lately too. Guys, let me know in the comments below, should I make another channel for my cichlids? Should I not collaborate both of them with the fishing channel and my aquarium channel? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. You think it's a good idea to keep them together, separate them? Let me know. I enjoy the feedback. I really would. And with that being said, guys, I'm gonna give you one more look at one of my favorite fish right now, Munch, my Parachromis Cichlid. He's beautiful. And I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. God bless y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next video. And hey, can't catch them at the house on the couch. Hold 'em Hook TV. Let's get it.